All right, it would look like we are indeed live. Welcome to another week 2 of the Mystery Knit Along. I'm so happy to have fellow knitters with me today. It's Friday, the 11th of October, and the second clue was released yesterday, so there's a lot to talk about, to show our shawls, the progress we made, discuss about what we think about clue 2, all the options in clue 2, mohair choices, contrast colors, all the things we need to talk about. So I am so excited to see the progress of my fellow knitters on the Zoom here tonight. And for those following us on YouTube, you're very welcome to ask questions and ooh and ah about the beautiful shawls. And yes, so let's dive immediately in. All right, Anita, how is it going? A week has gone past. Can you believe it?
No, where did the week go? It was a very fast week, but yes. I am lucky. I've already started on clue 2, so I hope you can see the clue 2. So I've started the brioche. I must say I like the brioche knitting more than these bubbles. Okay. I'm not very keen on the bubble knitting. And it's not that difficult. It's really not that difficult. People say brioche is difficult. For me, it's actually very meditating. So I like this, and I must say I loved clue 1. It was for me quite interesting, the clue 1. And I loved the whole clue 1. So we'll see how I go for the rest of the brioche for the rest of this week.
So are we going to do color changes? Are we happy with the colors?
No, I'm still, I can't wear mohair, so no mohair for me. But I'm going to not do pop-up color or anything. I love my colors as they are. So I think I really, really love my colors currently as they are.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm so happy that you love the brioche. Thanks, Anita. All right. Let's speak to Almarie. She was next on my list. Okay. How is it going, Almarie?
So, hello, everyone. I am very excited for this project. It's only the second time in my life that I'm doing brioche. Can I lift it? Can I show it?
Yes, please do.
I don't want to make a mistake like last week when there's somebody that doesn't want to see the clues.
I would assume that if you're watching this, that you would obviously see stuff, because how would we be able to show and tell and talk about whatever? It will be difficult.
Yeah. Okay. So there's mine.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you can see.
Wow.
The light behind me is a bit bad.
You definitely used something else in your...
I used, I was a bit naughty. I used Suri alpaca.
Oh, that is a very good naughty.
So I'm going to show the back because it looks purple, but it's actually pink. It's
wow.
Deep, deep pink. But I love it. I think it's this downlight behind me that's reflecting on my screen.
You'll have to shoot it out.
Yeah, let's see if I do this.
You can just throw it out.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, it's beautiful. Almarie, gorgeous.
So I wasn't sure. I tried to do it with my contrast color, but it worked out too thick. Okay. Because a fingering weight plus a mohair gives almost like takes you to a double knit. And with my main color, the contrast was too thick. So I took the contrast out and I just used my mohair or the suri, and it worked perfect. It's a bit thinner, but my linen, the green, this linen is also a bit thinner than the other one. I don't know why. It was actually interesting. I showed Mincy the other day that the green one, which is 90-10, is a bit thinner than this one,
Interesting.
which is also a 90-10.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm now starting the 8 rows for the
next bubbles.
Bubbles. Yeah. I'm not I love brioche, but I won't do a whole garment in brioche. It will drive me up the wall.
Yeah, it takes a long time, right?
Yeah, and it's not as, what do they call it? Potato chippy. It's not a difficult thing, but you have to concentrate all the time to remember to knit the two threads together and do the yarn overs. Otherwise, your pattern is not going to come right. But I love a little piece like this. In the which one we did it once? Was it in Shawlography? Yeah.
And that's when last I did the brioche also.
Yeah. And what I find about Stephen is he's got a very simple look or way to explain it. I've looked at many brioche videos, and some people get very technical and then they've lost me. The way he explains it is very simple and very easy.
I agree. I really agree. I agree fully. I want us to talk about the brioche more when we all done showing our progress. Okay. Because there's a few questions I want to ask and understand about brioche. But
thank you,
Elmarie, your shawl is stunning.
Yeah, it's
thank
beautiful.
You.
I love the colors.
Yeah, it's really gorgeous.
Yeah, I'll try and take a better picture tomorrow and put it up. But my needle is also very short. I don't like those very long needles. So
yeah, no. With which length do you currently knit?
I went from an 80 to 100 centimeter.
Yeah, I used a 60 on clue 1, and then I've put everything on 100 centimeters. It's very manageable.
To show it beautifully, you have to use a longer cable.
Yes, obviously. Yeah, so you will not see.
Yeah, I don't like that long cable because when I knit, I basically almost push all my stitches to one side, and then I've got this very long cable to contend with. So, yeah, 100, that's it. I will finish it on 100 unless I see it's getting very tight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see with clue 3, please. Before we continue, Maggie is sending us a message on live chat. She says, hello, Maggie. She says, I am on clue 2, making the bubbles, and now I love it. So, yeah, I have to say, clue 1 is a really nice experience. But before we talk about clue 1 and all of that, let's talk to Marissa so that she can show us her progress. I'm very excited to see hers because last week she had the browns and the blacks.
Yes.
How are you doing, Marissa?
Browns and the blacks. I haven't added anything else. Let me I'm just gonna pull it like this so I can show you. Yeah, it's like Elmarie said, it's difficult to show while it's on the needles because I think I've actually got a 120 length over here. So that's I'm just finishing up now with I finished up with the brioche and I'm just ending off. I'm almost on section 5 for the bubbles.
And that is gorgeous.
I love that browns. I really like your colors as well, Marissa.
Thank you so much. Oh, and then this side is the brown popping up more. So just back to the 2 colors. I know I said last week that I was going to potentially add a mohair. Today I went to the shop to go and look for a mohair because I wasn't going to do the mohair with a brioche because I just thought mohair and brioche just feels like asking for trouble. So and then when I saw Mariette's, what her brioche looked like with a mohair, I just thought, oh, it looks so nice. Because I was also worried that the mohair would get a bit lost inside the brioche. It wouldn't really get the full mohairiness of it.
Yes.
And so I went to the shop today to go to one of the local yarn shops over here to go and look for a mohair, but of course they didn't have. They had all the whole range of African expressions except a hope that I wanted, of course. So that I thought, okay, maybe that's a sign that I shouldn't be using mohair. But but I'm not completely eliminating that choice yet. I don't know how we'll use it. I might use it for the next brioche section, the second one in this clue, because I think there's the 2 brioches and the 2 bubbles, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Yes.
or I was thinking maybe I should for the next bubble section, in other words, the in-between bubble section. So there's this one, then there's the in-between, and then there's a next one. So perhaps that between one I should do in a different contrast color.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That could be interesting, yes.
Maybe. Yeah, I'll see. I'm actually just knitting, and as I go, like, a photo on Facebook or on Ravelry, and then, oh, this looks interesting with a pop. Yeah, so
Yes, for sure.
yeah, but so far really enjoying this knit. I'm loving the brioche. I agree with Anita. It's super meditative. I just love it. It's just brioche. It's just like this and not weird increases over. I've tried that in brioche once and it was a nightmare. This is just back and forth. It's lovely. It's just la 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 la. Right. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying the impact here. Yes.
I'm glad. I'm so happy that you joined us tonight. All right, so let's then talk about my progress. I finished clue 1 last night, like very late, because I had a little bit of FOMO and I went to bed too late. Completing my clue. So if you don't know my color choices, then you have to go back to last week's video because I'm not going to show all my things again, but I am not using 2 colors. I'm using multiple colors. And especially starting really from this clue, I would say. And I really, really enjoyed clue 1. It was such a great calming knit, except for the where you had to join the semicircles. I couldn't, that was not an on-the-go progress knit at that current stage for me. So, but other than that, I such a great knit. All right, so now I said I have my circular needles is 100 centimeters, so it's not long to be able to spread it out. So yeah, I don't know if you can really see in here, but it's like a light purple and a pink that I've switched over in this garter stitch stripes. And the light purple was used here in the semicircles as well. But in the garter stitches, I started using a light pink also, but I don't think it's very noticeable. And then I started using the neon greens and the neon orange on the brioche section. And I'm loving the brioche. The last time I did brioche was on Shawlography. And I had to renew my memory and look at the video of Stephen West. He's such a great teacher. And I just remembered how easy it is. Brioche, I don't know why there's such a stigma. Okay, if we talk about increases and those type of things, I can understand. But with the knitting that we have currently, I don't understand why people are so scared to actually, delve into the brioche. My plan, though, is it's something that we can maybe discuss, but I'm thinking about doing the second brioche section in eyelets, but I want to first see more progress with other knitters, how that look like, before I make my final decision. But yes, this is how it's going this far.
I love that.
It's so
green.
good, yeah.
I love that top of green. It's just it's so exciting.
Thank you so very much. It's going to be a very bright shawl. But I'm excited. I'm very excited. Maggie says, hi, I'm from KZN. Maggie, I'm so happy that you joined us. KJ Crochet, AJ says, hello. Sorry, I couldn't join the Zoom this evening, but I have some flu. Oh no, I hope you're feeling better soon. AJ, how is the knitting going with your shawl? Maggie just said she's busy on Clue 2 making their bubble, so she's moving. Maggie is moving. And AJ, let us know how far you are on which section of the shawl you're busy with. So I want to delve more when we have a discussion, or we're going to discuss now because we all showed our progress, and all our shawls are just gorgeous. I love all your shawls. Why do you think there is such a stigma with brioche? Why are people so scared?
I think it just looks complicated. You just look at it without looking at how to. It looks complicated when you look at the stitch. It looks like, how on earth, it must be complicated. So I think if you haven't, and then you might not even go and look at the instructions because you just think, oh no, this looks too much for me. But I think once you look at the instructions, these Stephen West's videos, I mean, it really does make it look so easy, and it is when you just take it step by step and just start knitting. So
yeah, I agree.
I think
there's some people that might swatches. I think that would be, if you're really worried and scared and you're very anxious, maybe do a swatch using videos. That would be my recommendation. But it's easier than you think. Most of the knitting is like this. Knitting is not difficult. It's always easier than you think. You were saying, Almarie?
I think it's also sometimes people are scared, how am I going to fix it? Because let's face it, if you drop a stitch in brioche, you're not going to fix it. It's going to take something to fix it. I mean, like, I knitted 4 rows, but it's basically 2 pattern repeats, if I can put it like that, because each row is knitted twice, once with the one color, once with the other one. And I had to do that amount of rows. When I started on 3, I realized that combining my contrast with the mohair or whatever was going to be too thick. So I was scared to just drop down and pick up my stitches after the bubbles. So I went back. I actually frocked back right to the very first green row that I started. And after that, when I started with my pink or my contrast color, the pop color, it worked for a way. But I had to have that first sort of just try it again, After that, it was a piece of cake.
Yeah.
It was a piece of cake. And actually, knitting in the brioche, it felt as though the rows go faster than just plain knitting or plain purling.
Yes, because it's a slipping motion.
Yeah.
It's a slipping motion. Yeah.
You don't have to knit all the rows.
Yes. Anita?
I think it's people are scared of the brioche because it's like cables. When you have to do it at first, it is intimidating because it looks so difficult. But if you just start and you do one row, and just don't think about doing 8 or 10 rows about it. Just to take one row at a time and just listen to the instructions or read the instructions, then it's quite easy and you quickly figure out the pattern in this regard. So that's the whole thing. It's the same as with cables. People are always scared to do cables, but cables is the same. Just do one row at a time and make sure. And on all our projects, we always have to think back or frog something. So that's how it is. I'm not scared anymore to frog back. So we frog back, and then it's just a little bit more knitting for us in the end.
Yes, I like that notion. AJ is saying, hello. I finished Clue 1 this morning and immediately started Clue 2. I'm doing the mohair there. Oh, wow, AJ, that sounds wonderful. I think with the 2-color brioche, I think people are scared of moving their stitches back and forth across the needles. It's my first time doing 2-color brioche, but I'm embracing it. Oh, that's awesome. I like that. I really, really like it. I think, personally, that 2-color brioche is easier than 1-color brioche. But maybe I'm talking total nonsense. But I have a suspicion it's easier.
I think so
Yeah,
too. I haven't tried 1 color, but it just makes sense because you can. I look at colors to see where I'm going.
Yes,
So yeah, I agree with you.
exactly.
I also,
Anita?
I also fully agree, because you can see when you missed a yarn over. So then it's easy to pick up where you are and easy to correct. I think when it's 1 color, it's more difficult to pick up those yarn overs, or if you missed one of the stitches.
Yes, for sure. But I love that she's embracing it. It's so cool to hear that. I think, I remember the first time I did brioche was with shellography. And I remember I did a total mess with one stitch. It dropped or something. I can't remember. And I had to YouTube. I had to rely on YouTube University to support me through the difficult time. And I think what is a good idea is I must actually look for some supporting material, and we post it on our WhatsApp support group. So if you're watching and you don't have a support group and you would like to join our WhatsApp Mystery Knit Along group, there's 2 groups actually. One is just a normal chat, and the other one is the spoiler photos, where photos of our progress are allowed, and spoiler photos. So you can then join both of these groups on our WhatsApp community and, talk to more knitters that is knitting the same time than you, the Mystery Knit Along. So just send me an Instagram message on my social media at @MatePayaline, and then I can add you there, and you're more than welcome to be part of the group. We have an amazing group. We have Marissa, which is the Ravelry guru, and then we have Anita, which is a very supportive, and Elmarie, very supportive. Everybody is so supportive of wherever you are. If you're embracing your pace, if you're the speed queen, whatever, everyone is supported, which I really, really appreciate. So I'm very curious to know, are you going to do the brioche fully for both these sections? I can't even remember which sections. After the second bubble round, bubble section, are you going to do another brioche section? Are you maybe looking into the eyelet section?
I think I'm going to go full on brioche.
Full on brioche.
Yeah.
Anita?
I'm going to go full on brioche as well.
I'm also going full on brioche, but I'm going to switch my colors around. Nee? So where now the maroon is my
main color.
The front color, and the grays in the back. I'm going to switch them around in the next section, so that the grey is then in front and the maroon is then at the back.
Oh, Marissa,
but I will first see how it looks.
Marissa's like,
great idea.
Elmarie?
I'm tempted, but the pink doesn't really. I love the back side of my work, so I might get to the point where I swap out the green and the pink. I was actually, as I was knitting today, I was actually thinking about that. So I'll see when I do when I finish the second bubbles, how I feel, and then maybe I will swap them out as well, so that I've got the pink more in front and the green more at the back. Sorry, my husband bought me supper, so that's why I just put the camera off.
We want to see what you're eating, Elmarie.
No, it's nothing fancy for a Friday night, just fish fingers.
Oh, nice. That is lovely.
Normally Friday is takeout night, but since I'm on video on Zoom tonight, he's bringing me my dinner.
Oh, that's so kind. You have a good husband. No, I'm thinking about possibly doing the eyelet section, but I wanted to actually, I've not even looked at the pattern for that section, because I saw the one photo I posted on the group. There was main color and contrast color in that section, right? And I wanted to see if that was her interpretation or no. Wait. Okay, so there is both colors in the section. I'm thinking about doing that whole section eyelets, but in a contrast color with another mohair.
I think that will look
That-
nice.
Do you want to see
Yeah.
my mohair?
Yes.
Okay, let me show you. So let me just quickly check. Hold on, I just want to check if that was revealed already. I have, so you saw the yarn that I have last week, right? That I'm using, this whole neon set. So if you didn't see it, you'll have to go back. And then I bought the Scrappy Tober box from Lottie Habit, the Luminous set box, which is also neons. So it's 20 grand. So these 2 days has been already opened up. So my next bubble section after my orange brioche, right, is going to be this luminous
Ooh.
color.
Ooh.
And then this is day 8 of that box. And then I'm going to do Cowgirl Blues Kid Silk
Oh, wow.
in eyelets. And
Oh.
I'm thinking I'm going to just solidly use this. Main color, contrast color. That's what I'm going to use. And
I
then
love that purple.
oh, it's pretty,
Oh.
right? Then
I
the
love
next is day, this is day 8 and this is day 9. So I'm going to use that for the
Oh,
next
it's
week.
lovely. With that small spot of blue with your depicting your in that one, that small spot of blue with
Yeah.
your navel
Yes.
as your contrast,
Yes.
as your main color. Yeah. Beautiful. Oh,
That
you're
is
gonna
my
enjoy
That's
playing.
gonna be beautiful.
Yeah. So I want to attempt the eyelet section, but fully mohair, no contrast color, just this. That's my idea. What do we think? I think it's going to be nice. But you know, we never know. It might change.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, that's my plan as we're sitting here now. This was the original bubble section.
Mm.
I'm excited. I'm very excited.
I'm excited how every one of us, we're knitting the same pattern, but every one of us having playful ideas of our own creativity in the same pattern. I mean, the green and that purple of your shawl is going to look stunning together because
Yeah, I
it's
think-
green, the purple, then the green again. So it's going to look stunning together.
I
And,
really
it's very interesting. I cannot wait for all these shawls to see how they grow. Let me put it that way.
yeah.
What does everyone think about the shape? Where are we going?
Yes, that we need to talk about because I was quite surprised that we worked from the bubble section. It has probably had to be expected because there was no I-cord, right? To finish
Yeah.
off. But I was thinking that we're going to fill the spaces inside.
Yes. Yes.
So I really do hope that it is a crescent shawl, like a deep crescent, big shawl. That's what I hope for. But I don't know. What do you think?
I saw someone took a photo of the finished one clue of the shawl and they put it on top of was it slip extravaganza, I think. And it sort of looked like it's so hard to describe, but they put it on. I'm just gonna draw it on here. So if slip extravaganza was here, then this shawl part was almost like here's a really bad drawing, but if you can see, so slip extravaganza was total. You can't see. So basically, this sort of looked like the middle part if you laid it on top of slip extravaganza. So there would be a top part still to fill in, and then the bottom big border like that. So I think that's probably a good guess. But with Stephen, you never do know.
Yeah, you can always pull a Stephen on us for sure.
Yeah.
I tend to agree with Marissa. I think we're currently knitting the middle part of the shawl. Because the And the bottom of the circles, I feel there's something still to come there. And now on this side, we're working out the side. So I think we're working on the middle part of the shawl, and it's going to be interesting to see where we go from here.
I agree. Almarie, what do you think?
I'm thinking similar to them. Let me just.
Sorry, did I catch you with a fish finger in the mouth?
No, not at all. No, I think he's going to do some. I agree with you. Is that because it's very blunt at the bottom. I mean, it will always just be a starting edge if he doesn't do anything there.
Yeah.
But I'm just scared he's going to give us funny things again on top of the brioche and the bubbles, like he did in
Twist and turns.
No, not twist and turns. The other, the one that you the first one that you did, the geo gradient. No, geo gradient was last year. That slip extravaganza was the first one I did in 2020.
And then it was Shawlography. It was
Shawlography. Shawlography, we did those like diamond blocks, and then we filled in between. When you had to cut and fix.
Yes.
I know that was
mosaic sections. I can't remember. No, I don't think so. I don't think there was.
Remember, we had like the two just on the one side, and then we had to fill in the middle eventually.
I'll have to go back to my shawl and have a look. Yeah.
But yeah, I think we need to do something at the bottom because it's just unfinished.
My guess is that this week it will fill in the top, and then the last week it will be at the bottom of the board. That's my guess.
Yeah. But you know what is amazing? I've started I haven't made as many as Sita has made, or any of the other knitters. I started with my first one in 2020. And what is amazing is the confidence that all the knitters gained over the period. I mean, where we just worked with the 2 colors or the 4 colors that he suggested in the past, we're all sort of jumping out now. No, I'm going to switch these 2 around, or I'm going to use some mohair, or you are going wild with your colors. And that's just the development that he manages to bring to all of us, with his enthusiasm and his challenge. He challenges us to think outside the box.
Yeah. I agree with you completely, Almarie. And you know what? Now, thinking back, I think last year was a big catalyst for that. Even though there was the drama and all of there was a lot of negativity, but that's the thing that really got me out of the box to be like, okay, right, well, now I have to do something different. So, let's go for it. And that actually pushed me to keep on doing something different in that shawl.
I mean, even that what happened last year even got him out of his box a little bit. Because there, all of a sudden, based on, what's her name, the girl in Germany? Claudia. Thinking like her, making a crochet square in the middle. And I mean, he's not even a crocheter. So even that even got him to think outside the box. And that's what's amazing about knitting. I mean, everybody is different. Everybody thinks different. Same pattern, and all of them looks differently. It's amazing. And I think that's what I remember I remember sitting on the couch in the lounge with my husband, and I would say to him, look at what this guy is doing now here. Now he's picking up stitches here and he's knitting that way. And then he picks up, it was just mind-boggling. I mean, we were so trained. You take this pattern and you knit from this pattern within these lines, and yeah, I mean, not everything that he does is I mean, some of it is just too way out for me as well. But I mean, that first year I was just amazed at what I had to work through in order to finish my shawl. And I think you would have experienced it as well with your first one in 2021.
Yes, absolutely. It's one of my best and most achievable knits. The most proudest moment when I finished that after my emergency surgery. But
yeah,
it's really one of my proudest moments as a knitter. Really, yeah.
But also it makes you think about some of the other patterns you are knitting. What can you take from what you learn here to incorporate in? Because I'm now thinking about, I didn't like that one design. It's a boxy design from Howie Locatelli that she uses a 4-ply and a mohair in stripes. And after knitting this, I feel like, you know what? Swap that just plain mohair for a brioche section. And then just a plain and a piece of brioche and a plain. And you're going to change that pattern completely.
Yeah.
And I mean, with the way he explains brioche, I think that's the other thing. If you look at some of the patterns, you think it's unknittable. I just can't. If you read the pattern, you just think, well, I can't knit this. And I think to get back to Anita's mark of why are people scared, it is because I think if you read a pattern, it reads as a difficult pattern.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the kitty.
Yeah, no, but Pepper, I don't know, somebody opened up. Big mistake. Bringing her in, now she's going to take over the show. AJ says, Elmarie, the lace and fade boxy pattern by Yuki Locatelli is what I'm knitting on while you tell the story with a laughy face.
See, AJ, see? There's another option for you for your lace and fade.
Yes, definitely. So I want to post my last question. I want to post my last question to you. What is your strategy knitting on the shawl? Do you embrace your pace? Do you work with what time you have? Do you have a scheduled 1 or 2 hours that you set aside every day? What is your strategy around the shawl, knitting the shawl in this month? Elmarie?
I don't really have a strategy. I'm just not knitting on anything else. So once I've finished a clue, which will be difficult. I mean, I finished that first clue way before, even before the weekend, I think. I finished it. It went so fast that I think by Monday I was finished with the whole clue.
You're jealous, Elmarie. I just want to say.
But I didn't knit on anything else. I just, whenever I knit, I just knit on that. And so I think with this one, it might take a little bit longer because also we are gaining stitches as we go. I mean, at the end of clue 2, we're not even on 500 stitches yet. And knowing Stephen, we still got 400 to 500 to go. That will probably take a little bit longer, but I mean, if I had my yarn, I was waiting for Nancy to dye me another skein. I probably would have finished in these 3 days that I was waiting for the second clue. I probably would have finished my shawl from last year because I see yours hanging there at the back on your chair. And I decided I'm going to finish it. I didn't want to finish it last year. So I'm going to
Yeah.
finish it now.
Awesome.
And
I'm glad.
yeah, so but I ran out of yarn because of all the cutting and the restarting and on one of my colors. Yeah, so I'm on that last little bit and then the bind off. So
Okay, that's almost there.
yeah.
All right.
So to get back to your question, I don't dedicate and say 2 hours today and tomorrow 1 hour. But then, like I said, I'm on pension, so I don't have to contend for work.
All right. Anita, what is your strategy?
At this stage, I only have 2 projects. It's my shawl, and if there's really frustration or whatever, there's a pair of vanilla socks lying that's halfway done. So if there's really frustrations, I can go to the vanilla socks that are halfway done. So they must just wait. But my thing is, at this stage, it's for me so engaging to knit this. I'm enjoying this so much that I actually don't want to knit it on something else. So yes, it's embraced my own pace. Last year, I think I finished 2 weeks after I think I finished somewhere in November. But it was still for me engaging and I liked it. So if I like the knitting, I knit almost every evening because unfortunately I'm not retired. I'm still working. So, but I like the engagement because it switched my brains off. It switched my brain off from work and I have to focus. So I in any case like engaging projects. So that helps. That really helps.
Awesome. Marissa?
Yeah, I'm the same as Anita. And Elmarie, for that matter. I also don't have a strategy. I just knit. So for me, when I watch TV in the evenings, I need my hands to be busy. Otherwise, I'm tempted to scroll my phone. So I just knit. And yeah, this has been such an enjoyable knit. But it's also I'm typically a monogamous knitter. So if I have a project, I just knit on that one project until it's done, and that's that's how I do it. So I'm not rushing to get done. I'm just enjoying it so much that it's just I think that's the way to do it. I don't think, for me, I would go nuts if I had to be like, oh, I've got in 2 hours tonight in order to get it all done. No, that would kill it for me.
Yes. Yes, that is exactly it's just Elmarie that's so blessed to be on pension. I know the 3 of us is all working full time, so standing in the way of my knitting, what can I say? But we need the money to buy yarn, so here we go.
Just that, we need the money to buy the yarn.
I'm also all about embracing my pace. It's currently the only project I'm working with, and I plan that so that by August, September, I am done with projects. I plan it now every year, so maybe September I'll do very easy stuff like just socks or chickens, or chickens.
So cute.
Do you want to see my chickens?
I love it.
You see my chickens, Marissa?
I have not.
This is the first chicken. She's Enrita.
Yes, I remember that one. I actually remember that one. I remember that first one.
Yes, Enrina.
Yes.
And then my daughter's one is Stevie Chicks. And then my one is leftover yarns, merino yarns. She is
that one. That one, I love that one. It came out beautifully.
So, I mean, I make sure that I do easy projects in September month. So that it's not like sweaters or, big projects, so that I can dedicate my time in October month on the mystery knit along. And then whatever time I have, I think there was one night last week where I couldn't knit on the mystery knit along, and it just is what it is, And I'm not rushing to get a clue done by the second clue that's dropping or whatever. It's just, it is what it is. I'm enjoying the process of knitting this mystery knit along, and I don't have set hours timed out, But I think might be people that like that way of knitting. But I'm glad to hear that we're all embracing our pace, and
And also, I don't mind. I like the fact that it's a mystery. We did the first part. We didn't know what the second part was going to look like. We don't know what 3 and 4 is going to look like. But I don't mind looking when glue 2 drops. I don't mind seeing what it looks like, because I don't want to be in a position like last year where I don't know what it's going to look like. And then maybe I made a mistake on my color choices and I lose yarn because I have to frog and then use another color. I mean, the yarn we buy is expensive. So when I knit it, I want to make sure that's how I want it.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm not completely off social media so that I don't see what it looks like. I actually also go and look at what the end product looks like so that I know where I'm going to, and what is in there that I haven't done before that I need to maybe practice a little bit.
I'm the stalker on social media. I'm like, where's knit mystery knit along 2024 hashtag, and then I would like scroll all the photos, and I'm looking at the glue 2 photo, and I'm like, okay, what does it look like? What does it look like? That is me. And then you have the people that really wants to do the process of letting the thing evolve, and oh wow, this is what we're doing. Maybe I'll try that one year, but not for now. I love to check and then to make choices, my own choices. Anita?
What I like about this whole mystery knit along is I think all the other shawls of Stephen is for me a bit intimidating if I look at the big picture of the shawls. And this is for me like, okay, for this week you only have to focus on this picture. So just do this picture. And then next week is, okay, now you only have to knit this picture, part of the picture. And then in the end, you also sit with a gorgeous, awesome shawl like we did last year, because last year was my first year. But then you also sit with that awesome shawl that you created, and you almost feel like, wow, what have I done? What have I created? And it looks awesome. And that's what I like about the October mystery. It's 1 month in a year that we can do a mystery. And it's fun doing that little, and it shows you it like Elmarie said, it shows us what we actually can accomplish if you just break a pattern down into pieces.
Yep.
Very true.
Any pattern, we can take any pattern then for ourselves and break it down. If we want to knit a color work sweater or even break it down into pieces, say for this one I'm just going to finish this part of the sweater for this part of the sweater and break it down for you in period. If we take a normal shawl and do that. So Jalene said the first year knitting, it's a master class in knitting, and it helped me. It stuck. It's still my master class in knitting month.
I still feel that way. For me, it's a month where I evolve as a knitter, and without I'm knowing what I've gone through in the first year, which was, you are so anxious, you don't know what to do it, can you do it? And then you see, oh my word, it's really not difficult. So I'm not anxious going into mystery knit alongs at all, and I'm so excited to see what I'm going to learn. So that even if it's not maybe a stitch, even if it's embracing a new color, not like Elmarie so well, put it so well earlier to say we've evolved in that sense as well, and I can see it with my knitting. I'm not so, you don't go in the tunnel vision. And I can switch the brioche around, and so okay, so we're gonna start to say goodbye. What is last thoughts that you want to leave the audience with? Maybe brioche, giving them support, telling them they can do it. Last comments before we say goodbye. Anita?
If the brioche really scares you, do the eyelets. Embrace the eyelets and do the eyelets. Your shawl will be stunning because you've made it. It's something that you created for you. So if it really scares you, the brioche, do the eyelets. There's always another option if something really scares you.
Marissa?
I'm going to say the opposite of Anita. I'm going to say just go for the brioche. Just go for it. It's not that difficult.
Yeah.
But yes,
Yeah.
ultimately it's your shawl. So, you know, like Stephen West would say, don't stress to say yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Don't stress, just say yes. That's so true.
Yeah.
Almarie?
I'm with Marissa. I love lace. I hate knitting lace. I really hate it because you have to. I'm very precise. I will redo a row 4 or 5 times because I need to have the right stitch count. There can't be a mistake in it. Okay. And whereas with a brioche, yeah, you can make a mistake, but to me, it's easier to fix than having to think back and losing yarn overs and in lace. I'm not really a lacy person. Yeah, but I like. I'm brioche is growing on me. I can see maybe doing a longish shawl or like a scarf. And doing all the increases and decreases. That's my challenge. That is, I'll rather do that than do lace. That's me. But that's just me.
Lovely. I love the input. Maggie says, ek gebruik myne met baba wool, groen, geel en wit. So she's using hers with baby wool, green, yellow, and white. I think that's going to be beautiful, those colors together, right?
Yeah.
And then
AJ says, colors.
Absolutely. Then AJ says, thank you everyone for your contributions. See you next week. AJ, I wish you well. I hope you get better soon. And Maggie, thank you so very much for joining us. It was lovely having you in the chat, and for all the viewers that is watching. And yeah, I just want to say, embrace your pace. Things might look daunting. In some people's view, brioche might look daunting. In another person's view, eyelets or lace might be daunting for them. But whatever you are scared of, I'm just telling you that you are able to do it. You are in very good hands. Stephen West, if you follow the videos, it is so easy. You would tell me afterwards, I don't know why I was so scared, Yaleen, because it was so easy. So just go for it. I can tell you, you are definitely able to do it. And so thank you so very much for joining us. Thank you to the panelists for joining us on the Zoom. I really appreciate you coming tonight, spending your hour with us. I'm wishing you very well on your knitting. Enjoy Clue 2. And then we're going to see each other, I think, next week, Saturday again, for discussing Clue 3 and show our progress on Clue 3. I'm very excited. All right, so let's quickly say goodbye. Marissa?
Goodbye. Enjoy your knitting.
Almarie?
Bye, everyone. Enjoy your knitting. Thanks, Yaleen. And may you all have a good knitting weekend.
Oh, thanks. Anita?
I'm going to steal one of the other podcasts saying. She says, bye, everyone. Keep on knitting. It's good for your health. So I also feel knitting is good for all our health. So bye, everyone. Enjoy it.
Oh, that was awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. Stay well, stay blessed. And then I'll see you next week. Doodle-doos.
Bye.
Dan zei bye-bye, julle.
Bye.